Hey guys, McFarlane here, back in with another action figure review. Today we'll be taking a look at the DC Multiverse Collector Edition Cosmic Boy from the Legion of Superheroes. This is the Platinum Edition version of Cosmic Boy. Oh, because we all know what fun Platinum Editions are to come by. That said, this of course brought to us by the fine folks over at McFarlane Toys, as well as the same Walmart I got the Elongated Man Platinum Edition from that we took a look at yesterday, depending on when this is posted, but more likely than not yesterday, so check that review out if you haven't already. Really appreciate it if you did. But yeah, this is the classic version of Cosmic Boy, therefore I already took the liberty of, not to be premature here, swapping his head out. This is the head he comes packaged with. This is the alt head he comes packaged with. And if it's anything like the Lightning Lad from well over a year ago now, that was a Walmart exclusive if I'm not mistaken. Same Walmart I got to this guy from is where I got that Lightning Lad also. So, you know, that Walmart seems to be hitting on all cylinders, but I digress. Excuse me. But my point being, if the Lightning Lad is anything to go by, then the alternate head that comes with this guy is the one you should use if you want the classic look. That said, if they are different aliases. So, why don't we cut right to the chase and get into the meat and taters of this review. Take a look-see at all Cosmic Boy has to offer in terms of accessories, starting off with the collectible trading card with the bio on the back. Not for nothing, I don't know this character very well. I don't remember him in the Legion of Superheroes cartoon show, which I think is supposed to be coming to Tubi at some point. I do want to check it out because I do remember liking the character Timberwolf, who's like a werewolf guy, and then the Fatal Five were kind of cool, but other than that, I don't remember a lot from that show. Might say something about the show, but we'll see. But as far as actual accessories, we get a pair of grip hands, because of course we do. So there's that. We get, for whatever reason, this open hand and this fist hand. It would have been nice to just get two fists, considering he's got two open hands on him right now. I don't know what the point of that is. And then we also get the thumbs up and the finger pointing hand. Granted, I would have swapped these out for the other fist and open hand. Sorry, I had a brain fire there. But the best accessory, I think, is these two little magic effects. Now, they have like clips, but I'm going to tell you right now. Just take the hands off and put these on and then put the hands back on. It's so much easier to do it that way. You're not going to get these clipped on the wrist. It's just not going to happen. But they're very cool little effect parts, and ones I don't think we've seen before. Heck, if they were bigger, I'd say use them on Shriek from Batman Beyond. They look good on him too, but I think they're too small for that. Got the hockey puck display stand. You sing with all McFarlane Toys releases, and now we got the figure. He looks good. I mean, it looks like Cosmic Boy, classic Cosmic Boy. He's got the little boot cuffs down here, but I think it kind of works with his suit. He's got this belt, which is a floaty piece. Looks like, yeah, that's a floaty piece, so they could reuse the diaper. This, of course, is the Jonathan Kent body. So, you know, you've seen it more than once now. So as far as articulation goes, his head will look side to side. He can look up about that far, look down about that far. He can tilt side to side. I think I said he can rotate. Shoulders pop out. Very, very tight, but they do work. They can rotate. He's got that beautiful butterfly rotator cap, which can get a little stuck sometimes on this guy, at least on mine, so be wary of that. Does have a bicep swivel, double jointed elbow, That works fine. He does have ball hinge wrists that will rotate, hinge, and swivel. And notice, like, these open hands are fine. I don't know why he's got that other one. I would argue these are a little better. Because the other one, I think, was meant to be like a flying hand for that, again, John Kent Superman. Superboy, whatever he is. Diaphragm joint. Move that far forward, this far back. He can rotate up here. That's all fine and dandy. He's got a waist twist. The same thing. A little bit less range, but it does move. Hips can kick forward and back a little bit. They can kick out. I'd say the hips are probably the most limiting thing on this guy. He's got a thigh cut. It's not bad. He's got a double jointed knee. And of course, ball hinge ankles that can rotate, hinge, pivot. And he's got the toe joint. With peg holes at the bottom of the feet. So, not, you know, above average. You're not, you know, going above and beyond, I guess. But I will say he's slightly above average. I like the metallics. I like that he comes with a bunch of stuff. And, you know, he feels like he's one of the collector editions that's actually worth the price point. So, with that being said, it's time now that we move right along. Take a look at some size comparisons. First up, here's good old Cosmic Boy, alongside the only other member from the Legion of Superheroes we have from the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse line, that of course being Lightning Lad. Also, the Platinum variant, so if they do end up making a Saturn Girl or any other Legion of Superheroes characters, I have kind of pigeonholed myself into tracking down the Platinum, since that's the, we'll say, costume design that I chose going into this. Kind of a mistake, considering Platinums can be a pain in the butt, but nevertheless, there is another Platinum character you could stick with these two, that of course being Jessica Cruz, the Green Lantern Platinum Chase, that we looked at not too long ago, earlier this week, depending on when this goes up. But if you remember the Bruce Timm DC animated movie, Justice League versus the Fatal Five, Jessica Cruz and Lightning Lad did have a thing going on there. And you could also throw in Supergirl if they do bring in a Brainiac 5, kind of going back to the Bruce Timm thing with that one too. That said, speaking of Platinums, we also have the other Platinum I managed to get from this particular wave of collector edition figures. We have Robert Dibny, aka the Elongated Man. Alright, I said I wasn't going to do that again, but I had to. It's been a while. And yeah, I think, you know, the younger, slimmer body bucks look fine next to the more adult body buck, the more basic adult body buck. This, of course, is used for Green Lantern, Flash, characters like that, whereas the Speeding Bullets is used for bulkier characters. But getting these two out of the way. So we can bring in our two regulars, the Mythic Legion's Brother Mandibilith. Right there. And the infamous Coiled Spawn. Right there. Who, I'm going to say in this case, yeah, towers over everyone, because he's not just a kid. So, with that being said, it's time now that we wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and while I wouldn't say that the fine folks over at McFarlane Toys went above and beyond when it comes to good old Cosmic Boy here, I will say they've gone slightly above what they would normally do for a lot of their DC Multiverse offerings. Not only does this guy include 6 extra pairs of hands, aside from the 2 that are currently on him, but he also has 2 effect pieces properly showcasing his power set, as well as an alternate head sculpt for a different, I'm going to say, alias for the character, because that's the way the Lightning Lad release worked, but Don't quote me on that one. Either way, you get a lot in the box, and it's nice to see. Despite the fact that the body is reused, you get a lot of accessories. A lot of accessories. So kudos to McFarlane Toys on this one. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this review. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later.